This is me.
This is me.
This is me.
这是我。
This is me.
This is me.
And this is us.
Welcome back to another episode of This Is Us. I am Dominic, aka Blind Justice, and today I have the privilege of having with me Christian Downey, otherwise known as Chef Blind. But first off, did I say
Hold on,
it right?
let me fix that for you. It's Chef underscore Blinds.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh.
So, so welcome to the show, sir.
I'm glad to be here, sir. I'm glad. Thank you for welcoming me to your show.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I try. But we're gonna go ahead and get this ball rolling and go ahead and get some of the formalities out of the way. So real quick, if you can give us your name, your age, and where you're from.
Well, my name is Christian Downey. I am 29. I know I don't look like I got the whole baby face, but besides all that, I am from Tennessee. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
What about you?
Wait a minute. Are you trying to interview me, sir? Or like,
No,
that's what this is?
I'm sorry. This your TV show.
Well, luckily, so at the end of the interview, I will answer any of your questions. So don't you worry. You're going to have your opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, say that.
Right. So, okay. So, your eyesight. How long have you been dealing with it? What caused your sight loss?
I've been dealing with it for like 6 years now. 6 years.
Okay.
I lost it due to diabetes, being hard-headed, not listening to the doctors. You know, they said, diabetes would destroy you in the inside and to the out. And I didn't believe it, but it showed me. It showed me all of it. It detached both of my retinums in my eye, like my right one, it's completely gone. I can't see nothing out of it. And then my right one, it detached. But some good news though that I received this year on the 20th of this month. I went to my eye doctor.
Okay.
He told me since I had, because he didn't know I had my transplant either. So I told him, and he checked my eyes, and he told me that my left eye, my retinum, it reattached itself. And
what?
The whole time I was there, he was telling me that behind that mask I had a Kool-Aid smell. I couldn't stop smelling. Like right now, it's trying to appear, but I'm trying to hold it down.
Oh, okay. Well, look, smile on, show all teeth, because again, that's something to be happy about, and definitely congratulations for that, sir. So yeah, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
So I done lost my train of thought. Okay, wait a minute, gotta get back on track. So okay, so for those, since you so cleverly threw in there that you don't look your age. For those of us who are totally blind yourself.
Well, I'm light-skinned. I do have a baby face, like literally. That I don't look 29. I have a little mustache, if you want to call it. It ain't thick, but it like you will see it when you walk up on. I got some little chin hair. My eyebrows, they bushy. Not bushy, but bushy. I got a big head, if you want to know. I got a big head. Like, I take the hat off and show y'all.
Look, we'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm tall, like I'm 5'10".
Okay.
I'm a pencil.
A pencil, what do you mean?
Body-wise.
Oh, you're saying you're skinny is what you're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Huh.
And I got
you got what?
I I got a lot of tattoos.
Oh, okay. Well, see, we can.
Burning go, I'll be heat up like a food now.
Oh Lord. So, why did I feel like that was strangely like a personal ad of you like on a date? Like that's something that you would like describe yourself as on a dating app or something like that.
Hey, if they had their own dating app, I would literally put all that in there. So, I'm gonna say something though. Back when Twitter was popping, I can literally put this on Facebook, a screenshot of me with that light skinned dude from Memphis, Tennessee, with 3 tattoos.
That's
Yep.
literally what you put on your Twitter.
That my name was on Twitter, and I used to use the hashtag of that. Back when Twitter was popping, I was there.
Oh my God.
With from Memphis tattoos.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Y'all should be able to tell exactly how this interview is going to go from here on out. Just listening to that story in itself, right there. So, I guess we can go ahead and get this started.
Yes, sir.
My first exposure to you, sir, was on TikTok. And when I tell you, you were everywhere and anywhere. Your videos are hilarious, to say the least. You interacted with a lot of different people. When I first met you, you had a ton of followers. So what made you get on TikTok and what inspired you to do the videos that you do now?
So, ever since I've been on social media, I always wanted to be funny because I looked up at funny people. I see people like to smile, but when it came to TikTok, I was like, I think a lot of people, like before I joined, I was just on TikTok. Like I was just watching videos. But I would come across like videos of people just being sad, and I was like, this is what they do too on TikTok. So I joined, made me an account, and I was like, somebody need to laugh. And ever since I've been posting my funny videos or me just cooking, people been laughing. Like I have to put a smile on everybody's face when I come on TikTok, cause like if I make my videos and I don't laugh, I'm not gonna post it until I laugh.
And you know the funniest thing is, so I'll be the first to admit I was one of those people who was like, TikTok, no, never, it ain't for me. I'm not gonna go over there. And the first person that actually kind of pushed me towards it was my mother. And it's funny to hear you mention about like the funny videos, because she was like, look, Dominic, if you don't do nothing else, just get on there and watch videos. She was like, I'm telling you, it'll brighten up your whole day. And so that was kind of my first introduction. So look, thank you for being one of those people who put the funny videos out there on TikTok.
I gotta do something.
Right.
I don't like to see sad people. Who see that?
Right. You're right. You got a point. So, yeah. So, so when did you start to reach out or interact more with the blind community on TikTok?
I didn't. I thought I was the only, I'm be honest, I thought I was the only blind person on TikTok until it came to me scrolling on my timeline and I seen Kimberly. And I'm going to just say she wasn't talking about her blindness. You know, me liking, into Mexicans or whatever,
Okay.
I was like, oh, she's dancing. Next thing you know, I went to one of her videos and she was like, blind girl taking off. I said, whoa. So I'm not the only one. And ever since I started following her, I'm talking about plenty of low vision, blind people just started coming out of nowhere. And that's when Vicky, like I was on Kimberly Live one time. I guess Shanice was over on Kimberly side, and once we got off, Vicky, she inboxed me and was like, one of my friends, Shanice, told me to reach out to you. I would like to invite you to my WhatsApp group. And when she did that, I don't think I typed a sentence. I said, oh yeah, I'm in. Talking about one. I'm talking about, of course.
Right.
that's when I felt home with people that dealing with my fight as well.
It's funny. I can remember meeting you for the first time and friending you on Facebook, and it was like the same day that she invited you to the group. I
Mm-hmm.
remember you posted on Facebook, you'd be like, "Y'all, I found my home. I found people just like me."
Right. Really,
And I,
it felt good. I said, "Oh my God."
So one of the things that I've always loved about this show or meeting different people in the community is it just really goes to show you that the sky is the limit. A lot of times I think, and I'm guilty of this as well, we limit ourselves to believing that because we are blind, there's a lot of things that we can't do. And to me, you are one of the people who shows us that anything is possible. And what I mean by when I say that is you have a dream, or at least I've been told that you have a dream of wanting to be a chef and start your own food truck.
Yes.
So, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, why I want to be a chef because as a kid, everybody gonna say this. As a kid, being in the kitchen with your mama got you to do something. But my mama made me layer a little or one of her lasagnas, and from it was like, cooking, drawing, or maybe playing games. It was playing games at first, but then it started when I got in high school drawing. But when I left high school, it's like, I'm forgetting, I'm hungry. Let me cook for myself. And I've been just cooking random, making up anything, and it'll turn out good. So what made me want to be a chef or do my food truck is because I want to show, even though I ain't gonna be the one that's driving, but it's still gonna be mine. But
Right.
I just want to show these people, the people out in the world, that blind folks out here doing the same stuff, even when they have it or they didn't have it at all. Starting out, they still can cook and handle their business.
There you go.
Staying on our butts.
There you go. And to me, that's what it's all about. That is definitely what it's all about. Showing that we can still get out here and do things. We're still contributing members to society, and
Yeah.
that just because we're disabled doesn't mean that we just crawl in a corner and die.
Right.
I will be the first to say that if you do the food truck, I definitely want an order of whatever it is that you're offering because I definitely want to support. And that, whenever you get that venture up and running, I would definitely love to be a part of that. So, yeah.
The name of the food truck is gonna be the Blind Chef on Wheels.
Okay.
Because having it in like somebody's parking lot, people just driving past, walking past, and be like, the Blind Chef on Wheels.
Oh, yeah.
And cook.
And that's gonna bring people in right there.
But I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start off short. I'm gonna try to look around and buy like a small food cart. You know how they have in like New York or whatever.
Right.
Like that way first, cause a food truck that's a lot.
Right.
So, a food cart, I can just basically build that for myself, or how some of my friends that know how to build whatever to make me a food cart and start.
Right.
So I probably start off with a food cart around Memphis or whatever, and make money, then
Build from there. Yeah.
My plan is to get like my friends that will be able to like stop working, travel. I really want to just travel the U.S. with this food truck. And like everywhere I go, people that I know that's in different cities, like your city, when I come there, you part of that food truck. I don't care if you ain't no employee. You're gonna be part of it. Sometimes you can do the cash register, you can cook, all that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, like I told you when you first told me about it, let me know I am there. Whatever I got to do. Look, if I don't do nothing but just stand on the corner and holler and scream and tell them to come over to your food truck, then that's just what it's gonna be. And so I am there. I'm for it. I'm there to support.
I salute my hat to you for coming. Come on to it. You're gonna love
Right,
it.
right.
Triple C is the main dish that everybody loves.
Okay. So, since we are on the topic of food, one dish, and I feel like every chef, every homemaker, whatever you want to classify yourself as, has that one dish that they feel like is their signature dish. You know how grandmama, for Thanksgiving she had her macaroni and cheese or her cornbread or whatever that everybody. What is your one dish that hands down is your best dish? You bringing it to all the family functions.
The Triple C. Crazy chicken casserole.
Okay. And so you said it's the crazy chicken casserole.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you about this crazy chicken casserole. So it's kind of like on Facebook. I was watching, looking for, ingredients or all that, and I crossed this recipe, and it was called the crazy chicken.
Okay.
They had just potato, chicken, and bacon.
Okay.
Okay, that's simple. So I made it, and then I was like, I was at my house one time, and I was thinking like, it ain't no. So that's when I started just throwing. I think I threw rice, broccoli, and cheese, and what else, and onions. I put all that in there, and then I put like potatoes in there sometimes too. So basically, got everything in that whole pot or whatever. You got your dairy, protein, your starch, all that in one thing just tossed in there. That's why I call it the crazy chicken casserole. Or as my homie, I just showed him. Matt was saying the Triple C, and I thank him for that. That's a good name for it. The crazy chicken casserole with the Triple C.
Okay, that's what's up. Look, I may have to try to see what I can do with a Triple C and see if I can throw down something like that in the kitchen.
I'll be happy to give you the recipe. Eat it back.
Okay. So, I know that you had mentioned earlier, and it was funny because actually one of the guys that I just got finished interviewing is actually in line or on the waiting list to receive a kidney and pancreas transplant. You are actually on the other side of the fence as a recipient of the kidney and pancreas transplant, like myself. So I guess just off the top, what have been for yourself, what has been one of the biggest changes that has taken place for you now not having to be on dialysis and probably not being diabetic anymore?
Can I say this? It's a blessing. I'm happy. And the fact that, since my transplant, I don't wake up tired. I don't feel lazy. I don't hurt like much. And like it's better. It's a blessing. That's all I can say. Like I'm doing more than I could when I was on dialysis or when I had diabetes.
Right. And what? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying I love it.
Okay. Yeah, I know for myself, I always let people know that, look, if nothing else, and I'll never forget one of my nurses while I was doing dialysis told me, she was like, when you get the transplant, your whole life is going to change because you're not going to be hooked up to a machine anymore. You can go and live life and not have to worry about, like I told the last guy who I interviewed, you don't have to worry about, is there a dialysis clinic around? Am I close to a pharmacy? Because I got to make sure I have my medicine, it's something, there, or do I, again, all of it is just you going out and living your life. So,
and the only thing it was just, I didn't like about having my transplant. I had to take 20-some pills in the morning and probably 10 at night.
Look, you ain't lying because it sure is a hell of a lot of pills.
But it started changing. I think probably I had my transplant March 13th.
Okay.
And I started losing pills, like getting off so much, probably like in June, July or August. It was one of those.
Right.
Now, pills I take in the morning is probably like 7.
Right. Right.
They basically just like the reject pills or whatever.
Hmm.
And at night it's probably just like 4.
Yeah.
So
And
I've been doing good ever since. Like my doctor, he be like, man, you doing good. Ain't all your numbers still steady straight. You ain't got nothing. I only had one skirt though. I ain't gonna lie.
hmm
'Cause after my transplant, uh, they was like drink a lot of water, and when they let me go home, I'm talking about I'm drinking water, and every time I drink me some water, I get a cramp every time in my stomach. So
okay.
they made me like I don't like this cramp feeling. It was hurting, so I lacked up on water. I went to the labs and they was like, you gotta put an IV in you now. Like for what? Like your kidneys are really dehydrated. And I'm like, oh shit. They were like, you been drinking water? I was like, nah, to tell you the truth, like drinking water was really hurting me. And they was like, hey, you want to be still here, you better drink that water. So I pulled through and drank that water, but still was in pain. But now, it stopped hurting like last year.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I always tell people again, essentially, these are not our organs. So the process of having your body get used to something new being in it and having to work and function with a foreign object in it, it ain't easy. And like you said, hey, you had to go from how many? I mean, I literally had about the same amount of pills, and pretty much the same amount of pills now
For
that you're taking is currently right now. And like I
real?
said, it's just one of those things where, once you kind of get into the swing of it, everything starts to kind of flow and it becomes easier and stuff like that. But like anything else, it's a process. You didn't go into kidney failure or overnight. So guess what? You also, it's going to take a minute for your body to get used to this
Yeah.
new stage. Yeah. So, yeah.
Have you had to? Well, no, I can't answer no questions until it's not. It's not
Well,
the blind chat. My bad.
right. Well, let me say this. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you my last question, and you can ask me all the questions you want. So I guess my last question for you would be if you can give advice to anybody, because this is Meet the Blind Month for October. That's when this show will be airing. Because this is Meet the Blind Month, if you could give any piece of advice to somebody who's struggling with blindness, or maybe somebody who's helping somebody going through sight loss, what advice would you give them?
So I would say, you guys, I know it's gonna be hard because it was hard for me at the beginning, but I picked myself up, and y'all just keep picking yourself up. Do things that make you happy, because if you ain't doing nothing, it's gonna keep you in your feelings about you being blind or going blind. You have to fight through these storms and whatever, and
Right.
give up or whatever. Because sometimes I have my moments where I just want to like just say, "Hey, I can't. I don't want to do it no more." But it's not me.
Right.
I got too much energy. People would tell y'all I need to sit down, but I can't. That's why hey, fight through it. Do what you
Yeah,
want. If you got a dream and you think you don't want to do it because you're being blind or whatever, nope. You better get up. Do what
there
you
you
got.
go.
To that dream.
There you go. So, sir, we've come to the part that you have just been itching to do. If you have any questions for me, you are now free to ask those questions. But you get 3-question limit, sir, because I
Three
feel like you got
questions.
a whole list.
Let me do this real quick. What's poppin'? Facebook, TikTok, whoever, YouTube? It's your boy Chef Blinds, aka Blinds. Welcome to the Blind Chat. How you doing, sir? I got a couple host on here. I want to welcome
Uh-huh.
Mr. Dumb himself, aka
Uh-huh.
Blind Justice. How you doing, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing good. Just love to be here on this Blind Chat, right?
Uh-huh.
So, let me ask you, since I gotta ask you, how did you lose your sight? What age did you lose your sight?
2012, so I would have been, what? It makes 2 years, So 27? Yeah, 27. I'm 36 now, so next year makes 10 years. So yeah, I would have been 27 was when I would have lost my sight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. December of 2012.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, hey, I was 24.
So you guys, I am sorry. Somebody called me while I was trying to do the interview, so we're gonna pick back up right where we left off at, which was Christian getting the opportunity to ask me 3 questions, just 3, because I feel like you got a whole list. So, have at it, Mr. Chef Blind.
How y'all doing, man? What's poppin', man? It's your boy Chef Blind. Hey, Blind, welcome to the Blind Chat. / This Is Us. I have here Mr. Dumb, aka Blind Justice. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right.
That's good. So, my first question to you, sir. What age was you when you lost your vision?
So I actually was
And
20.
and why?
Huh?
How you lost it?
Okay, so I was actually 27. I'm 36 now. So next year will be 10 years. 2022 in December will be my 10-year anniversary from losing my sight. Of course, same as you, like we discussed earlier, diabetic retinopathy, poor management across the board with my diabetes. So it was just all over the place. And
You
like,
thought it was normal?
huh?
You thought it was normal?
I think I wanted to be normal. I think in my mind, normal for me was what everybody else was doing and what I couldn't do. So I just wanted to be like everybody else. So if that meant not taking shots or going to the doctor or none of that, I did it. And unfortunately, this being my eyesight along with other things is what got me where I'm at now. So yeah, diabetic retinopathy.
Yeah. We just being hard headed. Mama, if you still here, yeah, he was hard headed. I was hard headed as well.
Right.
My second question to you, sir. What do you? I want to ask about your dancing because you can move. You can move around. Like I know you had it in you. Until I seen your first dance video on TikTok. I said, okay, he trying to show out. And let them know he got moves and I ain't got them either. So I feel like you disrespected me a little bit. I was like, what got you into dancing though? When did you start dancing?
So as a kid, and I'm taking it back, I used to love to watch Soul Train.
Yes.
And so I can remember watching Soul Train and or any show that involved people dancing. When I would say probably in the late 90s, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably remember the big pop explosion. So we talking the NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and the Britney Spears and all of them, right? That was kind of when I guess from our age, it became in to dance like that, like choreographed dances. So I would always take it upon myself to sit down and watch the music videos over and over and over and over again to learn the dance routine. And so that I could do what I saw them on the video doing. And so I just always felt like, oh wow, if I can do it, or if I can do what they doing, then I could be a professional dancer. So I literally went away to your home state, Memphis, to go to college. And while I was there, I actually joined a dance team along with a cheerleading squad where I was a competitive cheerleader. And since then, it was just on and popping from there. Yeah.
This is not my third question, but I do want to ask this though.
Okay.
Was you on them good dance teams too? Because I was on a dance team too.
So, dance team wise, well, I was on the dance team and the cheerleading squad for the school. Now, dance team wise, it was essentially just for the school performances. We did was it the Mid South? Am I saying it right? The Mid South Parade.
Miss South Parade or Miss South Fur Parade, all that. Mm-hmm.
Right. So we definitely performed at that, and then competition wise, we did go to compete, and we did win that year. Our basketball team won that year. We was actually we competed with the I guess it was like the southeastern region for the Job Corps centers, and we won. Our basketball team won, and we also won the cheer portion of the competition. So we did win that, but outside of that, I don't really think that it was kind of like on a big scale or a big level.
Did y'all dance to like, you say, because my age, girl, what ain't?
I was the last and final time I will not be getting another call. Christian, you are allotted one more question before we go ahead and close this on out. So what is your third question?
My third question is, how long was you on dialysis, and which one did you do?
So I actually did dialysis for 2 years until they actually called me in for my transplant. Once they suggested that I do the at-home dialysis, but I actually went into the the clinic. I was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think I was like there for like 4 hours. I want to say it was like around like 12 to 4. Yeah, 12 to 4. And so for 2 years, that was my life, back and forth with dialysis. So yeah, I often thought about doing the home dialysis, but one of the things that I didn't want to have to really worry about doing was having to do it, one, every single night, and then two, like, again, with me having already going through the vision loss, I felt like, okay, well, am I going to be able to hook it up blind? Am I, what if something happens and somebody's not here? So all of those things all went through my head. But yeah, I definitely went into the clinic.
Oh, okay. Well, I did for 3 years. I had received 5 calls. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 was not matched, or something was wrong with them. But my 5th call, that's when I had my transplant.
Okay, well, that's what's up. That is what's up, sir.
I'm so glad that we got that out the way.
Yeah, I think from now on, I will definitely be using Do Not Disturb when I do these interviews. But yeah, so but I'm glad you came on. I definitely enjoyed the interview, sir.
No, no problem. It's all welcome, man.
So for those of you guys who are still here with us throughout all those many interruptions, if you guys have not done so already, please go on TikTok and follow our boy here at
Shelf_blinds with a Z 901. I appreciate it.
All right. And then also, if you guys want to find him on Facebook or any of the other social platforms, his name is Chris Downey. So yeah,
Thank you.
Support our boy.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
No problem. That's what we're here for. And again, signing out. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be talking to you soon.
Bye-bye.